Hey guys, my name's Gavin. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this cool sounding Trevor Daniel emotional pop guitar loop inside of FL Studio. My friend Aidan I actually helped me out with this loop. He did the guitar in it, and I'm going to be showing you guys his little breakdown that he did on how he actually did the guitar. And to make it a little bit more practical for people that don't play the guitar, I also remade what he played on the guitar with MIDI inside of FL Studio, so I can show you what it actually looks like in MIDI form. And yeah, follow me on Instagram if you haven't already at gavinhadley_. Feel free to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Check out some of my loop kits. I actually have a loop kit with Aidan I, the Indigo loop kit. It's going to be in the description, as well as my latest loop kit, the variable loop kit. So yeah, let's get into it. To all the people requesting the Jetson Made tutorial, I see you down there. I see you 14 likes in like 9 minutes on one of my videos comments. Holy crap. That video is going to come soon. Be on the lookout for that, because I know you guys want a Jetson tutorial. Alright, so there's a couple things that really make this loop just stand out. One of the first things that comes to my mind is the simplicity and the overall sound selection. This is, as you guys are going to see here in a second, super simple melody. Really nothing going on compared to like any of my other videos that you guys may have watched. It just all comes down to sound selection and like creating ambience and just really making sure that each one of your notes just really serves a purpose and isn't just in there to just fill up space.
What's up guys? Gavin asked me to break down my part of the loop that we made. So here we go. Okay guys, so I'm not gonna pretend like I know any music theory, but I generally just play chords that sound good together and I just go by my ears. So the first chord that I played was a E major, and I only played the bottom two notes of this chord. And that's kind of how I did every single chord in this progression. I just played the A and the D string of each chord. It came out to something like this. And after I finish making the chord progression, I generally like to put one or two top melodies over it to make it sound more full. This loop, this is what I played. Alright guys, so that's about it. I pretty much just recorded it into Ableton, added effects in FL Studio, and then bounced it to Gavin to finish it up.
Here is the piano. I'm going to break it down quick. It's in this pattern. All I use for the most part to recreate this was use a software or a plugin called Melodies. Basically just like makes the guitar into a MIDI, but it did it super rough, so I had to go in and use my ear. This is what I came up with. That's what Melodies did. And then this is what the melody actually looked like. So yeah, that's basically the melody. All Aidan did was use, as he already said, his chord progression. This would be a D minor chord, except he took out the fifth at the top note. This would be an F sharp minor chord, but he just took out the top note, and then you guys are getting the idea. E major chord, took out the top note. And then we went up the scale to an A major without the top note. All these notes don't have the top note. I kind of screwed up this chord probably, but oh well, it still sounds cool. What he did was probably had it like this. Yeah, so we can switch that up. But now we just go up the scale. Super simple top line. And when you're making these super simple melodies, I feel like sometimes like a drastic like octave change, there's like nothing else in this area, and then it just bumps up to the C sharp. I feel like utilizing almost like an octave change like that can help make the melody sound that much better, that much cooler, give it like a whole new feeling, because the listener really isn't expecting something dramatic like that to happen. So now moving on from that, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more of a representation of what this actually all is. We have this now. I was messing with the vocal, didn't end up doing it, so I'm not even gonna spend any time talking about it. But I also wanted to show you guys this bell that I did, this like little plucky thing that you guys hear throughout the melody. I thought it was really cool and unique, and I actually added a bunch of cool effects on it that you guys might be able to learn something from. So this is the pattern for the bell. Just going up the scale here. Also using this as kind of like a grace note, filler note, just to give it a little bit more rhythm. Alright, so now for this melody, something I've been doing lately in my melodies a lot is using this kind of like I guess, staircase thing. So we go like, you pick 2 notes and then you like cascade down. So do that. I've been doing it in a lot of my melodies lately. This really sounds like an Aidan sound, something you'd hear in one of Aidan's tracks. If you don't know who Aidan is, look him up. He's a pretty cool artist. But yeah, just like cascading down. You could also go. Something like that. Just super like cool, easy runs down the scale that you're in. For this, we are in the scale of D major, I'm pretty sure. And then after that, just trying to create like a little melody that counters the main melody. I think I did a pretty good job there. Just working back down the scales, you can see it's basically just this flipped. That's a really good way to add closure to melodies, just flipping them, reversing them. Because you go up the scale and you go back down. You finish at the same spot and it just, I don't know, it wraps everything up nicely. So after that, we can talk about the effects that I did. All it is guitar rig. It is the Airy Vocals preset, which is, if you go to effects here, vocal, it's the first one. So it's that's gonna give it like that super cool distorted feel. This is what it sounds like before anything. So you can see it kind of sounds bad, like boring. So this is what it does already, just by adding this. So you like distort it and just give it a lot more punch and presence. And then with the EQ, I just took out some of the high end because I thought it had a little bit too much distortion in that high end. That's gonna just make it sound a lot more Aidan-esque. This probably makes no sense if you don't know who Aidan is, but he likes to use these kind of sounds a lot. And then just a reverb to kind of all tie it all together, blend it in. You guys know that I love my reverb, but yeah, that's what it sounds like. And there's only one more element in this loop. Super simple loop. Really not trying to force anything with this one. Leave room for the artist, and this melody just sounds so beautiful, just how it goes up the scale there. And I just really wanted to like almost accentuate this part by just leaving like blank space here. It almost like, I don't know, it just really emphasizes this part when you do that, the part where it goes up the scale. So yeah, after this, all the loop is a little bass that I added, just using Triton. It's a free plugin that you can get the demo of. The only downside to the demo is that you have to close it and then reopen it every 10 minutes, or if you want to get around that, you can just like render out the audio that you're using. So for this, I just went and I closed it and then exported it while the demo was still going, but it's gonna change the sound here. It was the acoustic. Oh, I gotta read. Just get that out of there. Sampler channel. Sorry, Triton. Go back into Triton. Then I went into this. Went to the bass. The second one, the acoustic bass, sounds super cool. And then I'm gonna reroute it to the channel. Just turned it down a bunch. And then mess with the stereo separation. That's just gonna blend it into the sample. I can't really explain it too much. Just basically mess around with that knob on your own and you'll be able to figure out what it does for your samples. But basically just follow the root notes. That's really not even basically, that's all I did. Followed the root notes. D, F sharp, E, and then A, and then down to D again. And I just did this cool pop-esque repetition with the bass line. Yeah, and then I just changed the velocities on it. And after that, all I did was add in Ozonate. You guys heard this the whole time. It's actually on the master channel, so that's why you heard it. But originally, before, it sample sounded like this. And after. I think that's basically the video. Hopefully you guys were able to learn something today. And after that, I guess for this, the layout, I just have one sound playing at a time. Disregard these muted ones, those are just vocals that I didn't use. So one sound playing at a time. I have a bass version right here and then a non-bass version because some people might not want the bass in the sample when they're trying to put drums over it. So I just gave people the option there, and then I have one sound playing after that. Check out my loop kits. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.